Welcome back, everybody. Time for another session of Final Fantasy XIV. So last time we logged out in the inn room after we passed out from the, I guess the flashback that we saw when we were talking to Kan-E-Senna, Kan-E-Senna, I think is how you say her name, at the little ceremony. So yeah, we woke up here after Mion came and checked up on us, and she asked us to go and talk to Kan-E-Senna once we woke up and felt better. So anyway, we're still wearing the ceremonial mask and the fancy gear that I put on just for the occasion. I wanted to show you a little bit about the inn before I left. So it's got a lot of really neat little things in it. The part that I like the most, though, is definitely the unending journey here. So if you end up accidentally skipping a cutscene, or you want to ever go back and just rewatch one, you can come to the inn or get one in your house eventually, and it will let you go through all of the quests that you have completed and rewatch the cutscenes for it. And it doesn't have to be just the main story, like it'll let you watch the cutscenes of basically any quest that you do in the game. So it's pretty cool. And that's probably my favorite aspect of the inn rooms. The toy chest has some little games that you can play, but I don't have any yet on this character. The armoire lets you store sets of gear, but only specific kinds. I think you can only really add in items that are either reward items or they're special in some way. So it won't let you store just anything in there. Like, so I can't put like all the gear that I've received from quests and stuff. This here, the glamour dresser you use once you're higher level, it lets you put a little magic over the gear that you're wearing, so it makes it look like something else. So I could, like, for example, I could wear the gear that I've received through questing and stuff, but I can make it look like what I'm wearing now, so that I look prettier. But yeah, so that's what the glamour dresser does. It's a little bit complicated to use the first time, but it's not that bad. The crystal bell here lets you summon the esthetician so that you can get a different haircut if you want. The summoning bell is where you can summon your retainers if you have any and sell stuff or whatever. The orchestrion, later on in the game, you start receiving orchestrion rolls as rewards, and you can also craft them or just buy them off the market board. And they're clips of various songs throughout the game. So you can put them in there so that you hear custom music when you come in rooms like this. I think that's really cool too. So yeah, that's the inn room. And that's about it. So we're going to head on out. We're going to, once this loads and I can look at my journal, I know we're definitely going to go ahead and talk to Kan-E-Senna here. I'm probably not going to immediately go and do the bloody boar tusks. What I would like to do after I talk to Kan-E-Senna is do the smith there we go. I just unlocked the Hall of the Novice. That I was talking about it before, where you can go in and do these training exercises, and when you complete the whole set, I think it gives you either a gear set that's really good, or it gives you some kind of item that helps you get more experience as you level. I can't remember which one it is off the top of my head, but I'm definitely going to do that in this episode, because even if it's just like a gear set that I can't really use yet, it will be helpful, especially once I actually get around to leveling the gladiator, to have that gear set. I think that will help a lot. We need to go down to the Conjurer's Guild, because Kan-E-Senna is in the Lotus something, and you can get to it there from here. Just gotta talk to this conjurer first. Ah, you are Lien, are you not? I bid you welcome, my lady. The elder Seetsier left word that you would be joining her at the Lotus stand. May I show you in? Yes. There's Kan-E-Senna. Oh, I love those glowing blue flowers. This place is pretty. I might have to get a couple screenshots in here later. Alright. I have looked forward to you coming, Lien, but tell me, are you recovered? I am most glad of that. Now, I hope you will not doubt the earnestness of my concern, but I would ask a favor of you, nor can I deny that I summoned you here in part with this in mind. Know, however, that I proceed only upon the understanding that you are rested and well. Yes. Thank you for hearing me out. Oh, and we get a little airship minion as reward for this one. Kan-E-Senna would entrust you with a task of great import. I have written a letter to my counterparts in the Eorzean Alliance. She's handing it to me. Oh, I forgot to take the mask off. The Battle of Cartanau and the calamity that followed claimed countless souls, and left countless more bereft and alone. In the dark days that followed, many were the survivors who thought themselves less fortunate than the dead. 5 years have come and gone, but the land and the people still bear the wounds of the devastation. Nor are we any closer to learning the fate of the warriors of light. Yet so long as we live, never must we give up hope. We owe this to those who laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn. In remembrance of them, a memorial service will soon be held upon the anniversary of the Battle of Cartanau. This missive bears the details of that service. You graciously accepted the part of emissary in the recent ceremony. Should you be so willing, I would now make you my envoy, and have you bear my message to our allies. Your dedication to the people of Gridania rouses fond memories in me, and I would choose no other for the role. Will you do me this favor? I can do that. It's no problem. Humbly, I thank you. As you are no doubt aware, our partners in the Eorzean Alliance lie some considerable distance away, nor are Ul'dah and Limsa Lominsa close to one another. Yet fear not, for I have no intention of subjecting you, mine own newly appointed envoy, to a journey which would take weeks by land. No, I mean for you to travel by air. Receive of me this airship pass. With it, you may make use of the skyways that connect the 3 city-states of the Alliance. The airship landing is situated upon the lower floor of the car line canopy. Simply show your pass, and you will be admitted to the departure area. Before you embark upon your journey, however, you would do well to seek the worldly wisdom of Mion. Few forest-born Gridanians know more of the lands beyond the Twelveswood than she. In better times, airships were available for the convenience of one and all. Alas, the risk that our crafts may fall to Imperial attack has forced a reduction in the number of flights. Consequently, it has become necessary to restrict air travel only to those whose need is great. Such individuals may petition the relevant parties to be issued an airship pass. As you may have deduced, I myself am one such party. Yet I was not alone in desiring that you be granted the privilege of air travel. Such is the potential you show. They are putting a lot of faith in somebody they don't know very well. We have no doubt that you will reward our faith in you, Lien. I'm glad you have faith in me, though. By the power vested in me, I bid you journey forth as my envoy into the great realm of Eorzea. Walk her fields, brave her seas, and strive to know her better. And wheresoever you go, go without fear, for the path shall ever be revealed to those who are true of heart. Guided by the crystal's light, set forth and discover your destiny. Ooh. So cool. God, I really love it in here. Especially with the sunrise coming up right there. It's so pretty. No wonder she hangs out in here. I don't blame her one bit. I probably would sit in there for hours. Alright, we need to go talk to Mion up in New Gridanian, so I'm gonna summon a little minion to follow us around. All of these are rewards that I've gotten or from either being subscribed or from things that I've purchased. So I'm gonna just want to summon a dragon to follow me around. Just cause. We're gonna talk to Mion, and then we're going to do the smith thing before we leave to the other city-states. "'Tis good to see you up and about again, Lien. Tell me, did you pay the elder Seetsier a visit as I bade?" "Yes." "Appointed personal envoy?" Oh, she's clapping for me too. Oh, cute. "And now you are to bear the elder Seetsier's missive to our allies. Well, it seems you've made an impression on the great woman. I can't argue with her judgment, though. You've earned this honor with tireless hard work, and anyone who says you don't deserve it had better not do so in my hearing. I find myself praising you often of late, but Mother is truly proud of you. I love her so much. Short of a warrior of light, I can imagine no better adventurer to represent us, and that, my girl, is some compliment." Oh, dang it, I need to take that mask off. I wanted to be able to see my expression there. "But I've flattered you enough for one day, and I don't want your head to get too big, or you'll struggle to lug it around the realm." Speaking of which, Eorzea is a big old place. Now that you have an airship pass, you can really start to broaden your horizons. The sky is quite literally the limit. Even if your errand didn't call for it, I would strongly suggest visiting the 2 other city-states of the Alliance before you go anywhere else. They are, of course, Limsa Lominsa, City of Pirates, and Ul'dah, Jewel of the Desert. Once you've acquainted yourself with them, you can turn your sights on whichever lesser-trodden region takes your fancy. The calamity changed the face of Eorzea, and much of her now lies in shadow beyond man's ken. It's a veritable playground for a wide-eyed adventurer like yourself. Mind you, it won't all be fun and games. Each nation faces its fair share of problems, from internal strife to conflict with the beast tribes and their primals, so don't be too surprised if you find yourself embroiled in the odd and savory situation on your travels. I expect it. But no matter what difficulties you encounter, I'm confident that you will pull through and emerge the stronger for the experience. These are interesting times for Eorzea, Lien. It's been 5 years now since the calamity, but folk are finally beginning to look to the future. A period of great change is upon us, and you have a part to play in it. And if that prospect doesn't excite you, I don't know what will. All right. So, before we leave, though, I definitely want to come over here. According to my records, you have yet to fully complete your training. You are under no obligation to finish the final exercise, of course. There's much to gain and not to be lost in the attempt. So, exercise 1, avoid area of effect attacks. So, I wonder if it's got, I think it has it tailored between DPS, heal, and tank. So once I unlock Gladiator, I'll do this one more time to see the difference and also see if it's got a different gear set. But we're going to go ahead and do the DPS one just for fun. Funsies! Alright, so that is what the Duty Finder looks like. And since it's just me, it's an immediate pop in there. I like the music. Let us proceed directly to the briefing. For this exercise, you'll be learning avoidance. An enemy often tips his hand before a big attack, and your best defense is to skip out of the way. That's true. You pass the exercise once I decide you've learned this lesson. Everything is clear, I trust. Say the word when you are ready to begin. And I guess talk to this guy. You're prepared to commence this training then? Yes. The training exercise is now underway. Watch your opponent carefully. When you see an attack coming, move out of the strike zone. I don't think I need to actually fight him back. Are they gonna both attack me at the same? Oh, yeah. Oh, he home-ganged me. Thank you. And duty complete. Nicely done. Learning to avoid the obvious attacks is a skill all adventurers need. Those who insist on standing still won't long survive the profession. And speaking of survival, perfecting each of my lessons will earn you a piece of armor to aid you in your chosen role. Should you feel so inclined, repeat the same lesson with the other masters that they might reward you with equipment tailored towards their fields of expertise. Here's your prize for completing the exercise, but remember, the real prize is the lessons you've learned. And that gave me some gloves. Cool. Okay, so they're item level 17, but they're for level 15. And this even has better defense than what I'm currently wearing. Oh, because I'm wearing, duh, I didn't change into my regular gear. Haha. I didn't need it for the dodging exercise, though. Alright, let's go ahead and put on think that's the... yeah, that's the best one. We're gonna put the Spirit Bonded Friendship Circlet back on. Got a few more levels I can wear that for. The shirt piece. Yes, so these are technically better. We're going to have to put those on. I think that's item level 12 and this is 14, so those are the best. And then the cotton cerul are still the best, and I think the hard leather crocodiles, yeah. Alright, and then I'll put that on. And then those are the extra experience earrings. Alright, let's do the next one. According to my records, you have yet to fully complete your training. So let's go ahead. Exercise 2 is assist allies in defeating a target. I like the music in here. Let us proceed directly to the briefing. When it comes to your place in a party, you are the sharp end of the spear. Simply put, your role is to inflict as much damage as possible while keeping your own skin intact. As such, you cannot just attack whichever enemy you please. If you strike a foe other than the one controlled by your ally, then you risk becoming the target of deadly aggression. You might have guessed, the purpose of this exercise is to teach cooperation. Your ally will hold the enemy's attention. It is your job to take the foe down. Work with your allies to defeat the enemy, and we can move on to the next training exercise. Everything is clear, I trust. Say the word when you are ready to begin. You are prepared to commence training then? Yes. The training exercise is now underway. Attack the same foe as your ally to win the battle. That's the way, novice. I'll keep them occupied. Very good. Now here's a hint about enemy facing. Your opponent will have a harder time avoiding blows from the flanks or behind. There are also certain techniques that perform better when executed from such positions. And there we go. Bravo, and thus concludes the exercise. Pray come and receive your reward. Did you mark the sturdiness of your ally taking the enemy's hits? Coordinating efforts with a heavily armored defender will allow you to fight to your fullest. Here's your prize for completing the exercise, but remember, the real prize is the lesson you've learned. And we get boots. And then let's see the next one. The next one is defeat an occupied target. For this exercise, you will be fighting multiple opponents. The key to victory is coordination with your comrades. Each foe will fall all the swifter under a focused assault. Work with your allies to defeat the enemy, and we can move on to the next exercise. Everything is clear, I trust. Say the word when you're ready to begin. Yes. This training exercise is now underway. Start the fight with the staff waver. Such foes are often the most dangerous. Be sure to attack the same enemy as your ally. Strike the wrong one. And let's go after this one. That's the one he's attacking. The timed speech bubbles are a little bit harder to read when you're looking at everything else on your screen at the same time. That's the way. Novice, once this one's down, we'll move on to the fist fighter. That's this guy. There's another yet standing. Don't lose your focus. He's almost done for. Grind him into the dust. And there we go. Bravo, and this concludes this exercise. Pray come and receive your reward. Alright. Coordination is the key to conquering foes swiftly and safely. Work well with your allies, and the efficacy of your armor need not be tested. Here's your prize for completing the exercise, but remember, the real prize is the lessons you've learned. Okay, we didn't get any gear from that one. Alright, next one. Avoid engaged targets. I'm just going to go through all of them and get the whole gear set real quick. Let us proceed directly to the briefing. Do you remember the lesson where I had you invading enemy attacks? Yes. This exercise will put that training to the test. You must needs plan your strikes around some fancy footwork. Work with your allies to defeat the enemy, and we can move on to the next training exercise. Everything is clear, I trust. Say the word when you're ready to begin. Training exercise is now underway. Engage the axe wielder, but keep an eye out for counterattacks. If you allow yourself to be hit 5 times, we will start this exercise again from the beginning. Ooh. Well done, slippery as an eel. Victory is within reach. Be on your guard until the very last. There we go. Bravo, and this concludes the exercise. Pray come and receive your reward. Neatly done. Breaking off attacks to save your skin is always the wisest course. Though it may sometimes be a frustrating dance, it is better to dodge than be sprawled in the dust. Here's your prize for completing the exercise, but remember, the real prize is the lessons you've learned. Alright, and then there's pants. Put that on. Definitely better than what I'm wearing. I guess it's a skirt instead of pants, even though the picture shows pant parts. Alright, next one. According to my records, you have yet to fully complete. I don't know why I started reading that again. Engage enemy reinforcements. Teach you how to deal with enemy reinforcements. As the battle progresses, new foes will appear on the field. These sudden arrivals will target your weakest comrades, so you must be quick to eliminate them. So they're going to go after our healer, most likely. Work with your allies to defeat the enemy, and we can move on to the next training exercise. Everything is clear, I trust. Say the word when you're ready to begin. This training exercise is now underway. Keep an eye peeled for reinforcements, novice. Although really, it's the tank's job to come and grab the ads, not the DPS. So if you are a DPS and you ever get aggro on an ad, the first thing you need to do is bring it to the tank so they can grab aggro off of you. You shouldn't be going off and grabbing things to keep aggro for yourself. A fine performance. A party is doomed without a source of restoration. When reinforcements threaten your healer, it is time to spring into action. Here's your prize for completing the exercise, but remember, the real prize is the lessons you've learned. Okay, nothing on that one. We leveled up too. Okay, next one. Interact with the battlefield. Wonder how many of them there are. In this exercise, you will learn to manipulate the battlefield. During the battle, enemies will pour forth from the rear gate. New foes will continue to flood in whilst this portal remains open. You must operate the lever that closes the gate or your party will be overwhelmed. Work with your allies to defeat the enemy and we can move on to the next training exercise. Is it the gate directly across from us? I'm gonna keep my eye on that gate just in case. Where's the lever? I don't see a lever. Oh, there it is. I was expecting the gate to open up a second time, because it was just the once. Bravo, and thus conclude this exercise. It is imperative to recognize when a battle has turned against you. Act quickly to neutralize an enemy's advantage, or be prepared to suffer through a difficult fight. Here's your prize, but remember, the real prize is the lessons you learned. And then the chess piece. Awesome. And that should be quite a bit better than what we're wearing. Let's see. Item comparison. So, yeah, it's got a lot more bonus points. And the defense is higher, so that's great. That actually doesn't look too bad. I like that a lot. Alright, we're going to see if there's any more. Final exercise. And it doesn't tell me anything about what it is. It's probably a mix of all of the things we just learned. Oh, it's a new area. You've arrived at the mountain's peak, the final exercise. That's the culmination of your training. All the skills you've acquired will be put to the test. Put your lessons into practice and you'll do just fine. Say the word when you're ready to begin. You're prepared to commence training then? Yes. This training exercise is now underway. Let's begin with the basics, shall we? Pay attention to the enemies facing and stay out of harm's way. Watch out for the jackal, put it down quickly. It might be too far from the healer. Bring it up here. Another jackal. Spare your healer. It's Jaws. Let's kill this dodo. Now you face multiple foes. Remember to coordinate efforts with your allies. Now the last challenge. This one hits hard, so be quick on your feet. I'm stabbing his butt. Moldy Sneeze is the name of that attack. How gross. Tank needs to use tank stance. Because I'm almost got aggro. Moldy Sneeze again. I got aggro right at the end. Bravo! You've proven yourself a novice no longer. Pray accept this prize to commemorate your achievement. Brand new ring. Alright, that's what I was talking about. Increases XP earned by 30% when level 30 and below. This one is Strength, Dexterity, Vitality, Intelligence, Mind, and Piety. So any of the classes could use this, really. I will definitely be putting that on. I'm not quite level 30 yet on this class, and I'll definitely need it when I'm leveling the Paladin, or the Gladiator class. Ah, splendid. I see you have mastered the lessons of the hall. Henceforth you are a novice no longer. Believe me, my friend, there is no greater thrill than striving alongside like-minded companions to overcome the deadliest of challenges. May the wisdom you gained in the Hall of the Novice serve you well on your adventures. Awesome. Alright, so yeah, I'll be redoing this once I unlock Gladiator. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that on camera. Might as well. It'll be a different video though. Alright, and the airship is down here. Oh yeah, I need to put that ring on. Alright, so we're gonna do that ring. There we go. And talk to this person. Leonel Ice. I have no idea how you say that. Greetings, good madam. This is the reservation counter for Limsa bound flights. Oh, are you not Liane Longtian, the Elder Seatsier's personal envoy? We at Highwind Skyways are honored to serve you. Will you be flying with us today? Yes. Alright. So we're over here. And we just need to run outside down this plankway. Get to the gangplank, and we're going to get on our airship. Yes. Attention all passengers, the airship bound for Limsa is about to depart. Please make your way to the boarding gate. Such triumphant music. Wish airships were a thing in real life. These things, that would be so neat to get to fly on one. Bye, everybody. They all came to see me off. That sounds so sweet. Farewell, Liane. I'll be back. Don't worry. One day minstrels will sing of your deeds. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal. Uh-oh, what's this? Castrum Occidens. Present day. I'm gonna get some water.
It has been 15 years, but the bitter taste of defeat lingers still. 15 years since the Imperial fleet set course for Mordona, led by the Egrios, mightiest of all vessels. Silver Till Lake lay ripe for the taking, and all of Eorzea would soon be ours.
What are those little flying creatures?
But an innumerable host of dragons.
There's Midgardsormr.
At the heart of which flew the great Midgardsormr.
I love Midgardsormr. Such a cool looking dragon.
The dread serpent's defeat was bought at too high a price. Our invincible flagship was lost. and
Not so
all
invincible then, is it?
with her. So ended our glorious conquest.
That was a really cool cutscene. I don't remember seeing that the first time through. I mean, I know it was probably still there, but I don't remember it.
Eorzea, a blighted realm, riddled with false gods. Twice now it has eluded the Empire's grasp. For all the destruction it wrought, even Meteor, the great sin, failed to yield us control over it.
Great Sin?
And for this failure,
What is that?
the realm has sunk deeper into depravity. It is twisted beyond all reckoning, rotten nigh to the core. Yet it must be saved. Only Garlean rule can bring order to Eorzea. It falls to us to deliver the misguided masses from their ignorance. We are of one mind, Lord Van Balzar.
Belsar.
Senior engineers, please report to Magitech research following scheduled inspection.
Hey, is the Legatus really planning to take another tilt at Eorzea?
Yeah.
What hole have you been hiding in? We're in the midst of preparing for a new campaign, and a huge one at that.
But I thought the Emperor had given up the Western lands for lost after Cartano. What could the Legatus possibly hope to gain by acting alone?
I sense you harbor certain doubts over the wisdom of the Legatus' plan.
Ooh, you guys got heard. Their salute is weird. They like cover up their face with their fist.
My lord!
Please, call me Nero.
Nero Tolskaba.
Where were you born?
Othard, my lord.
Alamigo, my lord.
Ah, codename Hummingway, I presume.
What is the thing in his forehead?
I don't know what you...
I've always wanted to know what those were. Are they like beads, or do they put them in like surgically? Are they born with them?
Your denials will not change your fate. I assure you, Frumentarium sees all.
Frumentarium. What the hell? Oh, you about to die. Yep. He's got a gun blade.
Mess, and do not miss any, or I shall be most displeased.
At once, my lord.
Garland, soon you will be made to know the true power of Magitech.
His helmet doesn't really match the rest of his armor very well. Like, it doesn't look terrible, but the style is different from the body armor, and it bothers me just a little bit. It's a weird nitpicky thing that doesn't really matter in the long run, but it still bothers me just a little. I look so cute in my new gear. Okay, I think I have to go this way to get out. Yeah. Alright, arrivals attendant. Ah, you must be the envoy from Gridania. Welcome to Limsa Lumensa, my lady. Admiral Blofiswin awaits your arrival. Yes. Alright, I'm going to talk to this person. You're the Gridanian envoy. Welcome to Limsa Lumensa. The Admiral has been looking forward to your arrival. Please proceed to the Crow's Lift at your earliest convenience. It will take you to Bulwark Hall. Once there, pray speak with Xanthiel. He will be pleased to show you into the Admiral's command room on the bridge. Oh. Bulwark Hall. Alright, now we're coming up to the 1 hour mark. So this episode was mostly novice training stuff. So unfortunately we didn't get a whole lot done in this episode, but I am going to go ahead and call it here before I continue on. And we will get up there and talk to Admiral, however you say her last name, here in the next episode. So I hope you enjoyed this one, even though we didn't do a whole lot, and continue to come back for the next. Thank you.